Hey all, today we're going to be doing an Unchained combo video. So for this first combo, all you'll need is a Unchained trap and a Ruha. So first things first, we're going to set the trap, activate a Ruha in hand, targeting the trap. Trap blows up, a Ruha is special summon. Trap activates in graveyard, special summoning a Sarama. Next, Sarama's effect will activate, targeting your Escape of the Unchained in Graveyard, destroying your Aruha. Aruha's effect will trigger special summoning from deck an Abominable Unchained Soul. Next, you're going to link summon Sarama and Abominable Unchained Soul for Unchained Soul of Rage. That's Aruha plus any trap. Next, we're going to be doing a 2-card combo for Rikea and a trap. So first you're going to set the trap, normal summon Rikea, activate Rikea's effect, targeting your trap, destroying it, triggering the trap in graveyard, special summoning Unchained Twin Sarama, activate the effect of Unchained Twin Sarama, setting the trap from your graveyard, destroying the Rikea. Rikea's effect will trigger in graveyard, special summoning from deck Abominable Unchained Soul. Link these two off for Unchained Soul of Rage. As you can see, it's extremely similar to the Aruha combo I just showed you. The Aruha and Rikea combo are virtually the same thing. However, the Aruha combo does not commit to your normal summon. This next combo I'm going to be showing you guys is a 3-card combo. Unchained Twins Aruha, Unchained Twins Rikea, and Escape of the Unchained. The first thing we're going to do is set our Unchained trap, activate Aruha in hand, targeting our trap. Trap is destroyed, Aruha is special summoned. Trap activates in graveyard, special summoning Sarama from deck. Next, we normal summon Rikea, activate the effect of Sarama on field, setting the Escape of the Unchained, and destroying our Aruha. Aruha's effect will trigger in graveyard, special summoning Abominable Unchained Soul. Then we will link off Sarama and Abominable Unchained Soul for Unchained Soul of Rage. That is the end of the 3-card combo. You can also interchange the Rikea for a Sarama. So instead of linking off the Abominable and Sarama, you could instead link off the Rikea and the Abominable. The reason I like leaving the Rikea up is because you can quick effect pop your Rage to get a Rikea or a Sarama back from your graveyard to your hand for a follow-up. If you have the other trap, Abominable Chamber of the Unchained, you can use that to your advantage. Abominable Chamber of the Unchained can special back the Unchained Soul of Rage, giving you a play during their main phase. Next, we're going to be doing some test hands with the deck, just to see the general use of the deck for maybe new players just starting out with Unchained, want to know how the deck plays, how the deck feels. I uploaded a video for the profile for this deck on YouTube on this channel. I will put it in the description and on the card on screen. Should be up in this corner right here. So we're just going to shuffle up a little bit. We're going to be doing a few test hands. Using double sleeves to make sure our cards are protected. Just cut in half. And we'll do a test hand real quick. So drawing 5. Escape, Rikea, Needle Sealing, another Escape, and another Needle Sealing. So with this card, if you watched the combos before, you can already see that we have a 2-card combo in the form of Rikea and Escape of the Unchained. So first things first, we're going to set the Escape of the Unchained, Normal summon Rikea. Rikea effect target our face down. Our face down gets destroyed, sent to the graveyard. And we will activate its effect. Special summoning an Unchained Twin Sarama from our deck. Next, we will activate Sarama's effect, targeting the escape engrave to set it and destroying the Rikea on field. Rikea's effect is going to trigger, and off of that, we're going to get Abominable Unchained Soul. Special summon that to the field. We can go ahead and shuffle up and let our opponent cut, because this most likely is the last time you'll be going into the deck this turn. We will link summon these two for Unchained Soul of Rage. Now, with a hand like this, it's important to also leave a card in your hand for an abominable discard. With this hand, I think the optimal way to do things would be to set a Needle Ceiling and set another Escape of the Unchained face down and keep the second Needle Ceiling in your hand. That is just how I would play out this hand. You can also set this Needle Ceiling and leave the other escape in hand. It's completely up to you and your play style. Next, we'll be shuffling back up and doing some more test hands. I really enjoy this deck, guys. I think it's one of the better rogue decks right now. It definitely has its weaknesses, but those weaknesses are hard to exploit against an Unchained player who knows what they're doing. Let's go ahead and put this Rage back in the extra deck. Shuffle up again. Cut in half. And then we'll draw another 5 cards. So we got Abomination's Prison, Pot of Prosperity, Chamber, Rikea, Needle Ceiling. This hand is really good. So, new card in the mix out of Blazing Vortex. We got Pot of Prosperity. With this hand, you really have to choose your things well. With this hand, I think instead of activating the Prison first, we activate Pot of Prosperity. That way, what I'm trying to see with this hand is if we're going to get our 3-card combo that I showed you earlier, which is Aruha, Rikea, and a trap. We could also Prison first, getting our Aruha in hand early. And in hindsight, and just thinking about it, I think we will do that. So we're going to activate Abomination's Prison. Searching for Aruha. Now, this combo I'm about to show you does play into Nib. I've already shown it, but it is one of the few combos in Unchained that does play into Nib, unfortunately. So we search the Aruha. We have Rikea. Next thing we're going to do is go ahead and activate the Pot of Prosperity. Since we already have our combo pieces in hand, we really don't need to excavate 6 for this. We can do just fine excavating 3. So we'll banish the ones we have multiples of. So an Anguish, Unicorn, and Access Code Talker. Then we'll excavate 3. That was kind of a bad excavate. However, we did get an Abominable Unchained Soul off of that, and we did get a Sarama. In this case, I'm going to be adding the Sarama to our hand for a good follow-up for our next turn. And these actually go to the bottom, excuse me, in any order we shall choose. So with that, we have our 3-card combo. We're setting our chamber, activating Aruha in hand, targeting our chamber. Chamber goes to graveyard. Aruha is special summon. Chamber's effect triggers in graveyard. Special summoning from deck. Unchained Twin Sarama. Next, we normal summon Unchained Twins Rikea. Then we activate Sarama's effect, targeting chamber in our graveyard, popping the Aruha on field. Aruha's effect triggers in graveyard. Special summoning from deck. Abominable Unchained Soul. Since we already have the Sarama in our hand for next turn, we're going to link the Sarama and Abominable Unchained Soul for Unchained Soul of Rage. Next, we will set this needle ceiling. And that's the end of this test hand. We ended with 2 traps, 1 chamber, 1 needle ceiling, Rikea, and a Rage. This is a fairly good board and can play through what most decks can throw at you. So we'll go into another test hand. We'll go ahead and do 3 of them for this video. Goes in the extra deck. Yeah, this deck is extremely versatile, and toolboxes a lot. That's another thing I like about it. It's just can play through most situations, especially with Trap Trick and the versatility of the Unchained traps. A lot of OTK potential. And then we will cut in half. And we'll do another test hand, the final test hand. So we got Abomination's Prison, Sarama, Pot of Prosperity, and Pot of Extravagance. An interesting hand. Okay. So for this hand, going into your main phase, you want to think about this. You do have an Extravagance, and you do also have a Prosperity in hand. Now, which one should you activate? Since you can only activate one of them this turn. In all honesty, what I think the best method for this hand to be would be opting to save your Pot of Extravagance for the next turn follow-up, or not even using it at all and using it as a discard. I feel Prosperity in this situation is a little better. The reason I say that is this. So first we activate the Abomination's Prison, searching an Aruha. The reason we search an Aruha, because worst case scenario, we don't get a trap off of the Prosperity that we're about to activate. We can still set the Sarama from our hand and still end on a Rage. That is the worst case scenario. Hopefully it doesn't happen. So we're going to activate our Pot of Prosperity. We're actually going to shuffle up a little bit more because it didn't shuffle that great. And from our extra deck, we're going to be banishing 6 for cost. So like last time, we'll banish our Nightmare Unicorn, Access Code Talker, most likely Dingirsu. Depends on your matchup. If you know if they're going to have a Dragoons, you might want to keep the Dingirsu in hand. Our third Anguish, Goddess of the Underworld, can probably go out. I believe that is 5. Yep. And we can side out a Rage, or not side out, excuse me, banish face down. So we're excavating 6 off of this Pot of Prosperity. Let's go ahead and see what these 6 are. Ash, Needle Ceiling, Unchained Soul of Disaster, Artifact Sanctum, Trap Trick, and Abominable Chamber of the Unchained. In this case, this is actually tougher than I would have thought. If we grab the chamber, we have immediate Aruha combo, and we actually have the 3-card combo. However, they do see the chamber coming, so it is not that much of a surprise. If we grab something like Trap Trick, we can force out them to have something for the Sanctum, especially if they are playing an extra deck base deck. This is actually fairly tough. Or if we know our back row doesn't do much against our opponent, we could opt for the Ash Blossom. However, I think with this hand, the way it is, the safer option is to choose the chamber. So we'll go ahead and add chamber to our hand and put these on the bottom of our deck. Next, we're going to do the 3-card combo, excuse me. So we're going to set the chamber, activate Aruha, targeting our face down. Our face down gets destroyed. Special summoning the Aruha. Chamber's effect activates. In this case, we will special summon a Rakea. Next, we're going to normal summon Unchained Twin Sarama. Activate Sarama's effect, targeting chamber, blowing up the Aruha. Aruha effect will trigger in graveyard. Special summoning Abominable Unchained Soul. Next, we will link off the Abominable Unchained Soul and the Sarama for Unchained Soul Rage. And there we have it. That is our inboard for this combo. Most likely, I'm going to save these two in hand. Potentially what you could do is the pot you don't really care about that much. I kind of value Pot of Prosperity over Pot of Extravagance at the moment, so I will most likely set the Extravagance as a bluff. It's completely up to you if you want to do this. However, another back row signifies to your opponent that they have to be extra careful to what they can play, and that may impede their progress on a normal play that they will make. They might want to get rid of this before they go into their combos, and that can play more into your rage, or it can play more into your chamber. So that's it for the test hands. As you can see, the deck is extremely versatile. The main thing you want to be ending on is the Unchained Soul of Rage. I would say that that is definitely your key option. Also, another thing with that test hand that I forgot to point out, if we happen to Extravagance there instead of Prosperity, the two cards we were drawing, if memory serves correctly, are Ash Blossom, Needle Sealing. Well, those are good cards and can probably stop your opponent. However, with this, we got our engine going. We got a Rage out. We have a Rakea out. We have access to a bomb in graveyard. We have Discard Father. Now, if we did the Extravagance, we wouldn't have been able to get the Unchained Trap, which was the main thing we were fishing for. So that's what I mean when you have to weigh your options between Extravagance and Prosperity. It's really just depends on what your hand is, what you think you can do with your hand, and what combo piece you need. If you already have your combo pieces, go ahead and activate Pot of Extravagance. If you're still fishing for that one combo piece, it's probably better to activate your Pot of Prosperity. So, with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will try to upload more Unchained videos, or even with other decks. I'm an avid player of Unchained, Virtual World, Tri-Brigade, Lyrilisk, Bird Up, and a myriad of other decks. I will definitely try to upload more on this channel. I'm enjoying making content for it. I hope you guys are enjoying the content I make, and I will see you guys later. Thanks so much.